we are going to tackle about Chapter 15, Women and Violence. This task is in the subject EGS, Gender and Society. We are the Group 9 and the presenters are Reggie Isuga, I, Jasmine Peralta, Zach Justin Aguila, and John Denzel Dalida. Reggie and I are BSHM 2 Section C, and the two of our classmates on this subject, Zach and Denzel, for BS Infotech 1 Section B. Now, the learning objectives of this topic is at the end of this chapter, the student should be able to first define violence against women, second, identify the various forms of violence against women, third, describe the impacts of violence against women, and lastly, 4, articulate ways to prevent violence against women. Let's now define first violence against women. Violence against women, or VAW, is any act of gender-based violence that results in physical, sexual, psychological, or economic harm or suffering to women. This can be happen in public or private life. According to the United Nations, violence against women includes any gender-based acts that result in or is likely to result in harm or suffering to a woman.
Today, we'll break down the critical reality of violence against women, a global crisis that takes many forms, some visible, others deeply hidden. Here's the breakdowns. The 4 pillars of violence: physical, directly bodily harm of force; sexual, any force of an unwanted sexual act; psychological, the invisible score that uses emotional manipulation and the gaslighting to cause mean suffering; economic, controlling a woman's livelihood and deeply here for financial independence. Inside the spectrum of the sexual violence, beyond physical assault, sexual violence encompasses a wide, devastating spectrum. This includes rape and attempt rape, gang rape, and other often overlooked issue or marital rape. It is a core many acts of performed with a look of consent of involving in a false under this violation bodily autonomy. Finally, we look harmful traditional practice that a United Nations classified as a human right violation: child marriage, girl under 18 forced in a union before they are physically or emotionally ready, female genital mutilation, also known as female circumcision. This involves that non-medical cutting or removal of external genitalia, a practice that carries lifelong trauma.
Violence against women in public spaces. This includes street harassment, sexual exploitation like pornography and prostitution, sex trafficking, and even spiritual violence where beliefs are used to control women. These actions violate women's rights and safety. The impact of violence include physical injuries, emotional trauma, social isolation, financial problem, and negative effect on children who witness or experience it. Other forms include reproductive or medical abuse, abuse in intimate relationship, and domestic violence. All of this harm women physically, emotionally, and economically.
So next we have ways to prevent violence against women. Promote gender equality. Treat women and men equally in rights, opportunities, and respect. Educate and raise awareness. Teach people about consent, human rights, and healthy relationship. Strengthen laws and policies. Enforce strict laws to protect victims and to punish offenders. Encourage communities' involvement. Urge communities to speak up and support survivors. Empower women economically. Provide jobs and financial opportunities to reduce dependence. Engage men and boys. Teach them to respect women and reject harmful behaviors. And lastly, to provide support and services. Offer shelters, counseling, and hotlines for victims. During the COVID-19 lockdown in the Philippines, cases of domestic violence increased as many victims were forced to stay at home with their abusers. The Philippines Commission on Women reported a rise in violence against women cases in 2020, showing how crisis situations can worsen existing inequalities. And globally, UN Women stated that 1 out of 3 women experience physical or sexual violence in their lifetime. So this statistics is alarming and proves that violence against women is not rare. So to address this issue, we must strengthen the reporting system and ensure hotlines are accessible. Schools should promote gender equality education so young people grow up understanding respect and consent. Livelihood program must be supported to help women gain financial independence, reducing vulnerability to abuse.